And let's go ahead and light it up right now. You can see how this thing goes. And it works really great as a floodlight too. So this is really good about this. Its power is really nice. All I can say is wow. This small little light can outlast some of the biggest flashlights that you ever see on the market today. All you have to do is to press on this twice and look at the strobe mode over here. It is practical for self-defense purposes. Also, the next thing that is great about this light is its ability to go ahead and change its intensity by just pressing on it. Very simple. So pressing on it like this and then just holding it, and you can see that it varies as well. The biggest question is, how does this actually perform when you go ahead and use it in everyday use? Let's go ahead and do unboxing and other cool things with this, so we can see how practical this small light actually is. This is the Wuben flashlight, which is the X0 version. They come in different kind of colors and different kind of variations all together. There is a very great looking presentation box over here. You can see how multicolor this thing actually is. Makes a great gift to anyone. Opening this up, here's what is included inside. We have an actual instructions booklet, which is in different kind of languages for you to figure out how to master your flashlight. 2, we got the charging USB-C cable with a USB on one side and a USB-C cable on the other side. The next thing we have is the actual flashlight. Flashlight itself looks exactly like this. This is the gray edition. There is more different editions that are more sophisticated and looks different as well. Now at the top over here is the location where you can put the USB-C cable into and charge this thing up. On the bottom we have this interesting surface that lets you use it as a magnet. So this is totally magnetized, and we also have this pin over here that is removable by 2 screws, and you can use this to fasten it on your belt or another location. Now the next thing about this is the cool things that this thing can actually do. So when you turn this on, the light is super powerful and blinding. 2 different clicks, you get it more powerful, and so on. 2 clicks in a row, you get the strobe mode for emergency purposes. And then of course you can go through this, and as you press on it slowly, you go through the different kind of power modes that this can go through. So this is the lower one, more powerful one, until you get to the most powerful one altogether, which is the turbo mode. And then of course you can press on it once and turn this off. So the real true test is right on the inside over here, which is basically super dark. So let's find out how good this thing actually works in here. So turning on the first light, which is pretty much the Explore light, you can't actually see anything out of this thing. It is really just a light to guide you through doing small things. You can see how this thing really is helpful and useful in those small situations. Now the next thing about this is to press it twice, and here we go. Look at how much power this thing actually has after this. And then of course you can go through this different kind of powers that this can go through. You can see how it actually measured up until it goes to the highest one over here, and then it goes off. Double click, and here is the strobe mode. You know, its power. It's very powerful and blinding, and turning it off. So double click to turn it on, and it's super extremely effective. So let's go ahead and assess the performance of the X0 at night, the Wuben. And yeah, this is kind of cool. You can see the white hill, and that's how it looks like when in the middle of the winter in upstate New York. And this is pretty good. Let's go ahead and change the modes here. There's different modes that you can turn this on, and each one is a little bit different. As you hold this in, you get through different modes and powers to be able to use. And this is the biggest one. You can see how powerful it actually is. And turning it off, the whole entire yard is much darker. And this is the most powerful one over here, and it also can light up all the way at the top of those trees, which are pretty far away. So that's how they look like without this, and with this on, it's just much more powerful. And if you double click pretty fast, you'll be able to get into the strobe mode. Go ahead and try that. You have to turn it off first to get into the strobe mode, and then double click it, and that's how it actually looks like. Our strobe mode is really awesome, the flicker over here, and that's how it actually looks like. So overall, we have awesome features that will work really well, and we can use the lowest power to light up your path as you're walking. You can see how dark it is, and with this you can see everything that you go into. Oh, I almost tripped into something, and so on. So definitely great to explore the wilderness, and when you're walking around, and to see different obstacles as well. And if you do the more powerful view, you can see just about everything as you walk through a pretty dark trail.